Hey guys, Henry here, and today I'm going to be sharing with you what I would do to start my own dropship business if I had absolute no money. Hey guys, Henry here. If you're new to this channel, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. I'm giving you guys insane value every day on your dropship journey. So today, a common issue that I have with a lot of subscribers and people that I know, and they're asking questions about dropshipping, is they often say, hey, I'm starting out, I don't have that much money in my name. Aside from that, I can, if I had the money, basically I would be able to succeed with this business. I would be able to put out so much effort and everything, and the only thing that's holding me back is just the money part of it. If I had a couple $1,000s or hundreds of dollars in my bank account, I'd be able to do this. And if this is coming from my perspective, if I had to start from zero, absolutely $0 in my bank account, and I had to start from scratch, these are the steps that I would take in order for me to ensure that I'm successful. So the number one thing about it is that you need to think about any cash that you have, any money that you have, as like your hoard, like your treasure chest of money, and you need to protect it very, very well. What I mean by that is, like, imagine if you're watching one of those Lord of the Ring movies where the dragon's like hoarding all of its gold. You need to be that dragon. You need to protect all of your assets, all of that money, as much as possible, as if your life depended on it. And you really need to protect it as much as possible, and also you need to try to grow it as much as possible. Whether that means getting a job, whether that means selling all the stuff, and whether and if it means stop eating out, stop doing stuff that's extra in order to grow your business, then that's what I would do. So first off is like selling your stuff. So a lot of things that you could say is like, if you had a TV, extra equipment or extra clothes or extra whatever you have laying around that you don't need, like absolutely need, bare bones, then sell it. Try to sell whatever you have and try to make an extra money from there. So that's the first step. Just look around you, see whatever. There's a bunch of advice online how to sell your things. So that's number one I would do. Sell all the extraneous things that you don't need in your life, and then the next thing is make sure you're not spending it. Like be extremely careful of how you're spending your money. If it's not absolutely necessary, then don't spend it. And that can mean eating out, that can mean like coffee or drinks or whatever, going out to bars, doing this, doing that. If you're in the mode of, you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to live that lifestyle, then you need to sacrifice. And everything doesn't come easy. If it was easy, then everyone would do it. Everyone would be a successful entrepreneur. But it's not an easy road, and it takes a level of, in my previous video talking about mindset, it's like, what's the difference between like a person that's very rich versus a person that's very poor? And a lot of it is just the mindset. So even if you take all the money away from the person that's very rich, they still have the skills, they still have the mindset, they still have the resolve in order to get things done. So that's the next thing I would do. So sell your stuff, and then protect your stuff, your cash as much as possible. And the last thing I would do is like go and look for a job. It sucks. It's not the life you want to live as an entrepreneur, but I'm sure if you talk to 100 entrepreneurs, 99% of them will say, if they had to, they would get a job. They would get a job and they would work as hard as possible. And then during their off time, they would, spend their time building their business. So those are the three things that I would do. Whether, for a job, you can also do freelance work. For me, I have VAs. You just need to look at your skills. Whatever skills you have, what are people willing to pay for those skills for? And just protecting that cash and building it up as much as possible. It doesn't take that much money to start your own dropshipping business. One of the key strengths of this business model, but at the same time, you do need money. You can't start with zero. It's extremely hard, and I don't recommend it. I mean, there's some people that are able to do it, but the likelihood that you're gonna be able to do it without any type of money, then it's gonna be very difficult. Okay, number two, if I was starting out from zero, I didn't have any money, or I was in your other people's situation, your situation, or whoever is out there. The next thing I would do was invest in my skills. And what I mean by that? Whenever you don't have the money, you can't pay for certain things. You can't pay for someone to make your ads. You can't pay for someone to do your order fulfillment or answer your customer service or doing all product research. If you have money and you have a lot of profits that's coming in, you can hire these things out. You can do do a lot with your money. You can buy your time back with the money that you have. But when you're starting out, you need to invest in your skills. And if that means, being able to do Photoshop, being able to do your own product research, learning how to do that, learning how to run your ads, how to, create your own Shopify store. The great thing about Shopify is it does give you a 14-day trial, and in that 14 days you can do a lot with your store. You can basically, if you get good at it enough, you can build out your entire store within a couple days or even one day. I have friends that they've gotten so good at doing it that they can create their store within one day. So that gives you 13 other days in order for you to add products, do all these different things. But if you're starting out, you need to invest in your skills. You need to invest in how much you know and how to do things, so that whenever it becomes, think of this as trial runs. You keep doing it and doing it and doing it, and eventually you're gonna get better and better and better. So if you don't have money for Photoshop or certain software or whatever you need to do, there's always very cheap ways to do it. So there's a Creative Cloud or Creative Suite with Adobe products, and you only have to pay $20, and you can, the best is for you to actually do it. But then if you don't have the software yet, then you need to learn via YouTube channels or whatnot in order to learn what you need to do in order to create these ads. You can invest in your copywriting skills, how to write really compelling copy so that your ad really sticks out. And also learning how to build a brand too. So how to manage a Instagram page or your Facebook page, and then your Shopify store as well. So my second tip is really hone into your skills, invest in yourself, make sure that you're able to do there's going to be things that you don't know, but at the same time, the things that you need to do, then do those things. Invest in your skills, invest in yourself, so that you have the skills in order to back it up whenever you start your actual store. And the last thing that I want to say is, if I was starting my own store from zero, what would I do? The last thing is, I would take action every day. Think of it as just momentum. The more time that you're just sitting back and you're just thinking, oh, I want to start a store, I want to do this, I want to do that, but you're not taking action, then you're not moving, you're not progressing, you're not leveling up. So if this is really your dream, this is what you really want, then that's my advice. And take little steps every day, little by little by little by little. And it's you're not gonna all of a sudden wake up and be making $100 days or $1,000 days the next day. But if you're taking these consistent steps forward, then you're gonna move towards your goal. And that's what I would advise for anyone starting out, whether you're talking about drop shipping or you're talking about any kind of business that you want to start. All of these tips really aren't too far off. Drop shipping is very builds up the skills that you would have in any other kind of business. So just to summarize, what 3 things that I would do? It's like, you need to have money. You need to make money, save money, sell your things. Do whatever it takes in order for you to get to your goal, and that involves money. Then, I would do it. If I was starting at 0, I would get a job, I would sell all my things, blah, blah, like that, etc. Number 2, invest in my skills. I don't have the money, then I need to invest my skills. I need to watch as many YouTubes that I need in order to build the skill sets in order for me to be successful at dropshipping. And then number 3 is take action every day. Think of it as a momentum. Think of it as a ball rolling off of a mountain, a boulder rolling off of a mountain. The first little steps that you're going to be taking is going to be the hardest, but once you get the momentum rolling, it's going to keep rolling and rolling and rolling. All right, guys, if you guys enjoyed the video, go ahead and hit the like or comment down below, and hit the subscribe button. I'm here for you guys every day, giving you guys insane value on your dropshipping journey. Thanks, guys.